While the MyTrax GPS app is free and extremely useful for your customers, it's not the only way to present your maps to the public. Web map views are maps you can provide to your customers and end users on a web page. For example, you could have a page on your organization's website with a link to a full-screen map, or with a smaller map embedded on the page. Web maps are also a good way for your admins and dispatchers to monitor your trackers. To get started, go to the Features section of the left-hand menu and click on Web Map Views. The Web Map Views page is where you'll create whatever map views you might need. Start by giving your web map a title. This title will display in the Web Browser tab, so it should be clear and descriptive. Next, select whether you want this view to be full screen. We'll start with a full screen view. Since we're doing a full screen map, we don't have to set the width and height, so we can just click Submit. You'll see your web map view listed with a unique URL created for it. Clicking on the URL will copy it to your clipboard. You can paste the URL into your web address bar to test it out. Notice the title you created for your web view is shown in the Browser tab. Just like with the app map, users can click on the various map elements to see information about them. To edit the name or dimensions of your web map, just click on the Edit icon. And click on the Accept icon when you're done editing. The URL can't be edited. Next, we'll create an embedded map view. Just like before, start by giving your web map a title. I'm going to make this an 800 by 800 pixel map, so I'll include that in the title. I'll leave the full screen field set to No, and then enter my map width and height. And then click Submit. You'll see that for this map, both a direct link URL and embed code are provided. If you use the direct URL, the map will simply appear on its own page in the size you specified, in this case 800 by 800. Most likely though, you'll create a smaller map like this to embed it onto an existing page. You would provide this HTML embed code to your webmaster or web designer for them to add the map to a web page. We have an example of this on the MyTrax GPS website on our live demo page. This is the map that we've embedded onto our live demo web page, and this is a full screen view of the same map. Like with most things on MyTrax GPS, you can easily edit the settings of your web map. Just click on the Edit icon and you can edit the map title or dimensions. I'll change this map to 400 by 400. Then click the Accept icon to save my changes, and then I'll test my link again. You can see how the 400 by 400 map compares to the 800 by 800. If you no longer need a particular web map, it's easy to deactivate it. Just click on the red X next to the map you want to deactivate. It'll disappear from your active web maps list. You can see a list of all deactivated web maps by clicking on Display Inactive Web Map Views at the bottom of the page. And you can easily reactivate it by clicking on the green check mark. And there it is, back in our active list. I better fix that title to reflect the new dimensions. There we go. So we've talked about using web map views to present your maps to your users via web pages, but they're also great for your customers with mobile devices that may not be compatible with the MyTrax GPS Android app. If someone doesn't have the app, they can always just open your full screen web map in their mobile web browser. There, they'll be able to move the map around, zoom in and out, and click on the map elements to view information about them, just as they would in the app. And they can view the map in landscape or portrait mode. Another great use for your web map views is to provide your map to customers on a public screen or in an information kiosk in your transit center, on your campus, or wherever makes sense for you. Ideally, we'd recommend a touch screen so your customers can interact with the map. As you can see, between the mobile app and these web map views, MyTrax GPS gives you and your customers a ton of flexibility in how you present and how they access and view your maps. We provide everything you need to provide your customers real-time tracking of your vehicles.